Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have a new collection from 1422 Designs to share with you all. Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet. It is called the Big Open Sky collection. It's a 5-piece polished collection that's going to be available Sunday, September 15th. The collection is inspired by the trip that the 1422 Designs crew took. They visited a lot of different national parks. They visited the Grand Canyon, Zion National Park, and Bryce Canyon National Park. Now, each of these polishes will be priced at $11, or if you decide to purchase the entire collection, you'll get a little discount for the entire thing. It'll be $50. Let's get into these lovely swatches. First up, we have Cactus Flower, and this one is described as a warm pink polish with orange, gold, green shifting shimmer and holographic flakies. On the first coat, we get pretty good coverage for this being such a lighter color. We get a nice even coat on that first the first coat. Second coat, we're really building up that warm pink base, and we're getting a heaping amount of the gold shimmer, well, the shifting shimmer. It has gold in there, so we're seeing a lot of gold and we're seeing a lot of orange. The holographic flakies are all throughout the nail, and I'm loving it. It gives this polish a more daintier look. We're already working with a lighter sort of pink, and then you throw in those holographic flakies in there, and it just lightens it up even more. I love right now at extreme angles we're getting not pink, but I'm seeing more of a lavender at extreme angles. I don't see too much of green unless it's probably going to be at extreme angles, so just keep that in mind. But pictured are, and I think everybody, honestly, I'm going to say 2 to 3 coats, just depending on your nail length. I got full coverage on my shorter nails on 2 coats, so I'll leave it up to you guys on how you want to polish your nails and how many coats it should take, but 2 to 3 coats for everybody. Pictured are 2 coats of Cactus Flower with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Desert Earth, and this one is described as an earthy toned warm red cream. Now on camera, the undertones are coming off way more red than what they really are. We do have some chocolatey brown warmness in there, so just keep that in mind. First coat, we get amazing coverage. I love cream polishes that apply so smoothly. I know I said I'm not a brush snob, but brushes really do help when you're working with cream polishes, just with application, and the less working you do with a brush, the better, especially when it comes to cream polishes. I enjoyed the 1422 Designs brush. Had no issues. You can see on the second coat we got full opacity. These dried down super glossy, but I still put a glossy top coat over it just because I like the extra gloss. And honestly, if you're going to wear this as a full mani, you're going to want to wear a glossy top coat just for the longevity of your manicure. But this polish is going to be wonderful for the fall time. I love these red brick brown colors for fall. I really enjoy mustard tones as well. Perfection. Pictured are 2 coats of Desert Earth with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Switchbacks. This was described as a forest green polish with pink, orange, gold, green shifting flakes and gold sparks. Oh, I haven't heard that terminology. Gold sparks. I like that. Okay. On that first coat, it goes on very crelly-like, but second coat, guys, we get amazing coverage. We build up to that glorious, I had this hair fuzzy in my nail, but we build up to this glorious forest green base, and then we're seeing the pink, we're seeing the orange, the gold shifting flakies on the nail. This one I feel like would be a wonderful holiday polish, even though the flakies aren't reminiscent to Christmas. I just feel like this forest green reminds me of pine trees, and this looks like a December polish to me. I really enjoyed the formula. I think long or short nails, I'm going to say 2 to 3 coats just because this is a more crelly-like formula. So depending on how prominent your nail line is, you may want to go in for a 3rd coat, or if you like to work with thin coats as opposed to me, I like to work in thicker coats. It's just all going to depend. But because we have a lot of those flakies in there, and then the little gold sparks that we're seeing, a lot of that will help cover up any nail line that you have, and your nail bed as well. But I love the addition of the little gold glitters. I feel like it makes this polish even more holiday appropriate, you know what I mean? Beautiful polish. Pictured are 2 coats of switchbacks, with the glossy top coats. Next up we have a Big Open Sky, and this one's described as a bright blue polish with large particle shimmer that shifts throughout the entire rainbow. On that first coat we get amazing coverage. The formula for all of these polishes were so smooth and easy to work with. Now, I think I've purchased from 1422 Designs in the past. I just haven't really worn my 1422 Designs in quite some time. So really remembering how the formula was, this was like all new for me again. But I was very impressed with the formulation to this polish, as well the other polishes in the collection too. They were smooth, easy to work with, you know, no issues with like dry time or anything like that. But back to this polish. You saw that I was able to build it up in 2 coats. I think 2 coats is going to work best for everybody. Now, I know I've said a million times, I'm not a fan of baby blue. I feel like this is like a couple shades darker than baby blue. And because of all of that beautiful shifty shimmer in here, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with this blue. This is more of like maybe closer to like a mid-tone blue. But I'm really loving it. All the shifts that we're seeing, I see pink and green and yellow and gold. I think it's beautiful. I love contrasting polishes. I know I say that all of the time, but I really like polishes that have contrasting components in them. It just makes it fun. But this one was a beautiful polish, amazing formula. Pictured are 2 coats of Big Open Sky with a glossy top coat. And the last polish in this collection is a Refrigerator Canyon. This one's described as a deep violet purple cream. On the first coat, it goes on very squishy and crelly-like. I feel like the shade leans towards like a lighter eggplant version. Like you see that, like the eggplant emoji, not like the actual eggplant in the supermarket. It's a perfect shade of purple. I feel like this will take you right into the fall months, especially for Halloween. This can make an amazing base for nail art if you're doing some sort of like Halloween theme, creation. 2 coats, and I was able to get full opacity. I think we're going to say 2 to 3 coats depending on how you apply and how prominent your nail line is, because this is definitely more on the squishier end. But I love the glossiness that this polish had when it dried down. That's how I know like a cream polish is good, when I'm like waiting to apply my top coat, and I'm like, all right, this is like super glossy. But I really enjoyed this polish, and I think it's perfect for the fall time. Pictured are 2 coats of Refrigerator Canyon with a glossy top coat. All right, everybody, I definitely had a couple standouts, some favorites for me, right? This one is Big Open Sky. Look at the shifts are just like coming through, and I'm not even doing it much. Like that pink shift against this lighter blue shade is beautiful. Now, I know you guys know that I don't like baby blue. Sometimes I can make an exception. This is not quite baby blue. It's more on the brighter blue end, but it has a heaping amount of this beautiful shifty shimmer, so I'm okay with that. I really enjoyed Desert Earth. I love these cream polishes that have this dusty caramel vibe to them, especially for the fall. I love wearing them on their own, and especially wearing these and then using toppers over them, especially like flaky toppers, because it gives you like fallen leaves vibes. And then this beautiful polish, Switchbacks. This, I mean, like, come on guys, you got your deep foresty green with these large chunky flakies. This is like fall right here. This is fall, and I feel like it's leaning towards like being a swampy green. I love swampy greens, so I mean, of course I'm gonna love this one. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know if you plan on picking up the collection or a couple of them.